energy. And I gotta show you this dress. I just bought it at the market and I think it looks so pretty. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see it, but has like really cute, like, let's put this away. I think it looks so cute and beautiful. I might get it shortened. No, I will, because it's quite long and it's a little bit unhandy, but it is super cute. And what I wanted to talk about is really enjoy the things that you do and while you do it, because that's the purpose of life. So the purpose is not to just hustle and to work and then what do you do? Like, is there fulfillment in your life? And the reason why I want to share this is because I've seen in my own life that I had been really stuck in survival mode and my body was very much in a state of fight or flight and fear, that I did not have the capacity to do things that make me truly happy, or even when I did them, I was not able to really enjoy them and be present because my body was constantly in a mode of trying to make me survive and trying to focus on survival. And I remember a very fun story when I was in boarding school. I made some art pieces and they were gorgeous. Like, I'm so sad that I don't have them anymore. I know I had pictures, but they were literally gorgeous. They were so extremely pretty. And but however, while I made it as a product. Like, I wanted to sell them. Um and I just did it like get it done kind of. It was like kind of abstract art, like with acrylic colors and like a little bit 3D, and I put glitter in it and I put sand in it and, like, I don't know, I molded it. It was really nice. And however, I didn't enjoy the process while doing it. And that was kind of what everything I did at that point in my life is I did a lot of things, and theoretically these were also things that I really liked. So I created a podcast, which at the time was called girl.confidence.boost, and it was talking about confidence and how to be confident as a girl and the difference between self-esteem and confidence and just like a lot of things. However, the way I did it is I created like 40 episodes or something, and I did research on each topic. I had a very clear structure. I did research and then I kind of read a little bit the script, but also talked about it myself. But while I was doing it, I was really anxious and I was really stressed and I didn't really enjoy it. So then I produced things, but it was kind of without the joy behind it, and that also made the thing less good because you didn't feel the passion through it, even though I had passion there, but because my body was so stressed and so much in survival mode. And I really hope that you guys don't hear the doors on the video because I hear like people coming in and out. And that's why I got into nervous system work, is because no matter how much you want to try being your feminine energy, if your body is stuck in survival mode, no feminine energy will come out. And that's why feminine energy is kind of a luxury, because you're automatically as a woman in your masculine energy when you need to secure your survival, your basic needs being met. Whereas your feminine energy comes only out when there is enough safety and security in your life. So therefore masculine energy is kind of the I need my glasses. So masculine energy. So masculine energy is kind of the baseline, the foundation, and something that can always be present. But the feminine can only be present when there is the right masculine shell, and that is safety and security. And that safety and security needs to be met. Like, we always had shelter, food, clothing, all of these things. But emotionally, we were in a state of survival. We will need to find back safety within our own body in order to really be in our feminine energy. Because when we lack safety in our own body, we will always seek other people to give us safety, which then always puts us a little bit in a very dependent situation. And I think there's such a freedom in interdependence, so the ability to regulate yourself and regulate your own nervous system, and also relying on other people and being co-regulated, and yeah, just having the best out of both worlds. Yesterday I gave a workshop for a few women for a company and their female employees, and it was really nice because I talked about like what is self-regulation and how can we learn it, and what is our nervous system, how is our nervous system being shaped and programmed from our parents and our caregivers and our environment when growing up. And it is really that our nervous system has been shaped by the nervous systems around us that we grew up. So if our parents had very regulated nervous systems, then this becomes our baseline too, because we observe that the world is safe because that is their baseline. So we also will integrate that. Children are always looking for their parents in order to see how to react in the world. If the parents are constantly anxious and stressed, then they assume that the world is like a reason to be anxious and stressed. If you see mom and dad reacting very calmly and cool to a situation, then you will adapt their reaction to a similar situation. We learn our survival skills from them. And we also know that our survival is dependent on them. So their distress becomes our distress, and their nervous system patterns become our nervous system patterns. So, and it becomes very deeply ingrained in us. So all of our past experiences of distress or chaos is in our nervous system. And when we heal that, we get a sense of safety and calm that we haven't been able to access before, which allows us to be more in our feminine energy and to receive more. Because receiving and being open is only possible when safety is there. I said yesterday such a good quote, and I was like, this is gonna become my new best favorite quote of mine, and that is protection over connection. And what I mean with that is when the nervous system does not feel safe, then protection will be prioritized over connection. And connection is available when safety is available. Which can, if you feel like, oh, I don't really feel like I can connect with people, that is the reason. Because your body prioritizes protecting you instead of connecting. And there is, so within the nervous system, there is the parasympathetic nervous system and the sympathetic nervous system. And the parasympathetic nervous system is the one that is the rest and digest, so your body feels safe, and it feels safe to invest into your immune system and into your overall health. Whereas in the sympathetic nervous system state, it invests in your survival and puts more energy into your arms and legs for you to run, fight, or flight. Yeah, so the parasympathetic nervous system state has two branches, and one branch is the dorsal vagal state and one is the ventral vagus state. And the dorsal is a shutdown, where the ventral vagus is more a break. So both seem like slowing you down. However, the dorsal is the one that is complete shutdown because your nervous